So Sophia, this is a reply to you and your memory video. You said it's impossible, that you can't reinvent yourself and keep your memory intact. I think our knowledge of the world around us and all of our experiences and what we learn and everything, it's not just like I still retain the ability to use language or whatever. I have all my faculties intact, but my memory is gone. I think memory is really everything, you know. Without it, you wouldn't have a self. Um, like, you have to invent yourself based on things you already know. It's just hard. It's so hard. I don't know how I'd start from scratch. I'd be like, okay, um, I don't know. Like, it's impossible for me to think about that sort of thing. But I already reinvent or invent myself um, in my life, like new um, musical artists or whatever that I want to listen to because I get bored of a formulaic genre or, you know, whatever, just constantly changing and building. I like to think that I'm kind of not progressing, but at least moving in some sort of direction or building on top of my past. Like, when I was like 10, yes, I did like Britney Spears, you know, that's not my kind of thing anymore. Um, but that's your past is part of the reinvention. Um, it's not bad that I listened to Britney Spears. If I didn't have that sort of a mistake, if I didn't have that experience, I would not maybe be able to reject in the same way, or I would start having that experience now instead of earlier. You know, for someone who hasn't really been introduced to music, I feel like if you didn't have your memory or whatever, you wouldn't be able to invent yourself because there wouldn't really be someone doing the inventing. You wouldn't even, I don't know, like you look into your past in order to make decisions about the future. You know your mistakes, you know how to do certain things in a certain way, in the like whatever appropriate way or whatever way you want and you think is best. Um, and you can use that knowledge to do new things. Like, let's say I wrote a poem. Now I want to write a novel, you know. Okay, I have some writing abilities, whatever. Um, that's different. That's sort of reinventing the kind of writing I do. But somehow there wouldn't be a person doing any of the choosing. Like, how can you invent yourself when there's no self to invent? This is how it feels. And you wouldn't really make the options, you know, you wouldn't really make choices for the person you want to be based on anything in particular. It would probably just be like some immediate sensation, like, I don't know, color purpley. I like purple. My legs aren't usually, this is tights, okay. Let's say wow, that's a nice color. It might be the initial color I saw upon like waking up from my life, or just being like first awakening after losing my memory. But the color you see, it's comforting. Maybe it's like a flower. Now my favorite color is purple. Is this really like the freedom that comes with reinvention when you have a past? Then again, maybe you're not super free when you have past. That's all I really wanted to say. Sorry for very quick video response, but I think it's better to keep this shorter, and I'm a bit hyper.